Okay. Again, entering protected mode is just precious. Ah. Mm. I'm silent. Yeah, my voice. Let me see. You don't want me singing. I'm a horrible singer. I think back to Tickern we are. So I don't need to, or I will need to do this stuff here. So yeah, this is the test diskette that I'm using. And in order to test with the ATAPI thing, sorry, not with ATAPI. Let me just show you. Because you might be screaming like, why don't you test it with a SCSI drive? Well, because I don't have the SCSI drive. I bought a couple of things for the hardware. Let me see. So some of the recent things I bought was this guy here, the blue SCSI thing. So that is going to hopefully play the role of the CD-ROM. And I have a really nice thing here, which you're going to see. And this is the board. This is the AHA 140C. But I'm missing the cable. I'm missing the cable here. So I need to wait for that. This is the reason why I cannot install it now. The other thing I want to try is this guy, this bad boy. And you see this guy here. You might recognize this, especially if I show you here, the NE2000. So this is also a board that I'm going to put it there and try to get internet here. But all things in its time. And I don't have the cable for the SCSI yet, so it's coming. It's on the mail. It's on the mailbox. In the meantime, yes, I could just take the disk out and I could just image the 386 BSD there. But I want to try the installer. Okay. And the bad thing is, let me just see where the heck do I have the controller for the camera. In RCDF KKI. KKI, yeah, should be here. Computers nowadays, they get so complicated and they are faster, but they are getting less functionality, right? It's amazing. Oh, it's too much light. Oh, okay, that's also fine. So yeah, the stuff I was just showing you is this nice book. This is the one that I'm reading to try to understand what's going on there, and also, of course, the low core stuff. Also, getting some book like PC intern stuff to look at BIOS and whatnot. And yeah, it's not running yet. It's not running yet. Let's point the camera in this. Oops, wrong direction. That is the direction we want to point the camera to. And so, yes, exactly. Uh, the first book, this guy here, you mean? Raise the camera. Let me see. Where is the Instacam thing? Mm-hmm. This guy, this one here. The basic. This book is really hard to find. This book is really hard to find. But I have one here, and this is exactly the same one that I was using here. So let me show you. So many windows, my God, how the heck do I control my computer? here. Yes, exactly. And this is exactly this book here. You see? This guy, this book, you get it from archive.org. So you get this stuff from archive.org, and this is going to give you all the nice things. It's going to tell you all the stuff. So introduce the basic kernel, the low core. This is exactly the stuff that I'm looking at. How to start the process. What all are these things? How the exceptions are set up, traps, and all these really nice things. How processes are forked and so on. Unfortunately, Mr. Jollitz, he wanted to publish several volumes, but he only got to the first book, and this is why. This is why. Okay, I don't need the camera here. This is why in this thing here you see volume 1, but there is no volume 2. He never got to write the volume 2, unfortunately. What he did do was to where is this? Oh, I don't have the stuff here. Let me plug in my hard disk. Hopefully I don't screw anything. Yeah, it's turned on off anyways. This hard disk takes forever to initialize, so just wait a little bit. So I managed to gather a couple of references, and yeah, this is a really nice one. So about these source code secrets, and this is exactly where those things are written. Uh, but and on top of this, he had already he started, so he released kernel version 1.0. He thought that it was complete. Well, it was the first release, and it supported a couple of things. For example, the NE2000 cards, the Western, the WD devices, and a couple of other things. There are many bugs in the version 1.0. I found already so many, and this is why I kind of have. It's kind of usable if you're not doing CD-ROM. The version that I have prepared already is quite nice already. Where is it? So I'm developing some utilities here, and you get the 1.2, and the 1.2 already. So Mr. Jolly, he had version 1, and he wanted to release version 2, and version 2 was never completed, because if you go to the web page from him on GitHub, he says, I'm still looking for things and whatever, and this is going to be updated. Of course, it's not being updated because unfortunately he passed away. That's sad. And he never got. We never got the version, the things for version 1.2. But there are differences between what he has in 1.0 and 2.0. So I started backporting things that he had in 2.0 back to 1.2, and I spent lots and lots of time to backport stuff, and I got to a relatively stable version that I call the version 1.2. Yeah, I don't know about the patch set 1.2. So I took the version 1.0 that Mr. Jolit says, and then I backported everything I saw in the 2.0 branch. So if you go to the GitHub, so I never really found the patch set, and I tried to apply some things, and I really never got to it. So I gave up on that. So 386 BSD. So here is the version 1.0 that he published, and you see in the original one he has the branch 2.0. So and I backported everything in 2.0. I backported it to 1.0, at least the things that fit. Took me about 1 month to do it. It's done, and I call that the version 1.2. It's somewhere between 1.0 and 2.0. So that's my version 1.2. That's my own. It's labeled as my own. It has also a little bit of copyright from my side because there was a lot of work there. And now I'm trying to also do some additional things. So you see that I'm on version 1.3, and 1.3 includes a couple of additional bug fixes that I did. And I've been doing these things also a little bit based with and with the help of a large language model. The large language model makes so many mistakes. I need to be constantly correcting the things and giving some direction because the stuff is not good. And the latest thing is version 1.3 that I have, where part of the part of the CD-ROM is implemented. Now the cool thing is that I'm doing CI/CD with this stuff, and I can show you a little bit what I mean with that. And I can start the machine here, or maybe not. Here you see the machine here passes. So here, I don't know. It behaves differently from the real hardware. I have so maybe the MS-DOS machine we don't need anymore, so I can just power it off. And let's try here some nice thing, which is going to be, I think this one. This is a fully running 386 PST machine. Let me just look at the hard disk. Where is it? To delete, I think. I think I created this as to delete, but I think it's it actually contains quite a lot of good things. Yes, incorrect block count. That's it's either this one or that one, but I think it's this one here. The incorrect block count is because this is still running a kernel that has some bugs, I think, and it's a little bit unfortunate because I'm using this for development. Let's see. For example, some of the things I did was to align the messages in the original stuff that he has. The messages are all over the place. And here the messages are pretty well lined up. Okay. And let's see. Yay! Yes, this is exactly the machine I need. So for example, stuff I ported was this is something I will be showing in another video. I have Y-tree working because why not? Some other stuff that was really hard to get to work was this one here, screen also. So ls control PC Y-tree. Let's start control. Yeah. Okay, you can switch from thing to things here. You cannot get this with original stuff from version 1.0. You can get this with my kernel. And you can see that here. This is 1.2 here, version 1.2 was done already some 3 days ago. CD-ROM is detected, as you can see here. This guy is detecting the CD-ROM. And yeah, and now the thing is, it should be booting the damn CD-ROM. For that, I can actually run here some really nice things. So if config it is 0, no, net here, okay. Another thing that they are very small things. Other stuff that you cannot run in the original one is this one here, bash, and I'm running bash in this machine. So bash crashes in version 1.0. It doesn't crash in this one. And me just show a little bit. Let's see if it goes. No, it doesn't go, but this other, this one here, it should go. This is my test machine. Let's put actually a different CPU to make it a little bit faster. I think socket 8, I think the Pentium Pro 200. Another bug that this has, and then I want to eliminate to clear this bug before, is if you put more than 8 megabytes of memory, the stuff it just doesn't boot. So yeah, okay, with auto on maybe let's make it a little faster. Mhm. So I think this has a slightly newer kernel than this one here. Yeah, I can understand that, but I didn't get to it. If you have some pointers on where to get the patch set, I can have a look at this. You know, thanks for that. Let me see statics. Ha! There we go. Oh, and why is this now crashing? Of course, this is Mr. Murphy, right? Once you want to show how things are nicely working, then suddenly they don't work anymore. And the reason for that is because I forgot to install the stupid mouse. And now saving anything just reboots the machine, which is going to invalidate the things. That's what you get for forgetting to install the mouse. Yep. That is true. StartX, come on, you can do it. There we go. Yeah, that's it. This is it. TUHS is a great resource for old unit. What is TUHS? What is the reference for that? That might be an interesting thing to have a look at. Google, Mr. Google. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay, that's a really nice. I've never really been here. Unix source code, the PDP. Okay, since we're talking about this, then let me let me also show the where the heck. Yes. Okay, wait a minute. You see, I have some books here, right? So put the camera this direction. Okay. So does this say anything? Yeah, this is a really nice book on old systems. So you might know this one. So let me see. I don't have the yeah. That's a really nice book also. No, this is not the first edition. No, not the first edition. This is a copy. Actually, let me see. Does it even have anything with? I wish it was a first edition. I wish it was a. I wish it was a first edition, but this is a reprint. It doesn't show here, but it feels like a modern print of the things. But the way that this is written. Sorry, but the light is really strong. Oh, yeah. The way that this is typefaced here, this is really, really interesting. Yeah, some random page here. It doesn't feel like the first edition. Oh. There was one time I thought I'm crazy enough to maybe try to boot the stuff. So if I see if I look at that code and if I look at 386BSD, it's a question of doing the low core and a couple of adaptations here and there, and maybe things would boot. I don't know, but that would be a project for for a long time. Let's get this party. Uh, ah, the Rust thing. Uh, yeah, I need to do it because of work. But this is my favorite programming language. Where is it? Let's get. There are two books. So this guy, and there is let's take this one out. For example, this one here. This is a really nice one. Haskell. I have so many books on Haskell. And okay, since we are showing some things, I'll just do a small demo. Small show about the stuff. So let's see. Oh, so many flops. I'm lacking space for things. So where is it? This is a nice thing. I want to make a video on this at some point in time. It's a really nice box. I've not seen this anywhere else. And I want to install this system at some point in time with partition magic and so on. And one of the things I really liked here, yes, you might know this name here, Applixware Office. There is a version of Applixware here with the CD-ROMs. So let's take this. Look at this amazing thing. Applixware Office. This is for FreeBSD. The Office suite. I want to. It's not showing very well. I want to to make a video on this at some point in time. So it has the BSDI logo. Nice. And of course, this nice book. And let's have a look. Unfortunately, I cannot see the chat, but a really cool thing, the power to serve. And where is it? Yeah, it's somewhere here. So there's the desktop edition, somehow with the BSDI logo here. Oops. And there is, I think this might be the one that has the that has Applixware. Probably I will have to read all these things and put it into archive.org because I cannot find this anywhere else. I've tried to search, but I cannot find this. I can find the individual books, but not the entire package, as you can see here. And I need to be really careful to put it back together. So I need to be really careful because it's the only box I know, really the only box I know about this really nice thing. I don't know. Includes partition magic and Office Suite Applix. There we go. Yeah, it's in very good condition. I will also show you the very first book that I had for it was not a FreeBSD, but when I was a youngling and I had enough money. Now I have the second edition, but I bought by then I had bought the first edition of this book here, Linux installation configuration user. By then I was living in Portugal because I'm Portuguese and I immigrated to Germany since some years. And this was the book that taught me really lots and lots of things about Unix. This book holds a special place in my heart. Not version 2, this is the second edition. Of course, I like to have the latest and greatest, but the very first one, which used to be a little bit orange on this side, this is green. And of course, now I will finalize by showing the one, which is this guy here. Let me advanced programming in the Unix environment. Richard Stevens, also a reference. And oh my God. And this could not. This guy here was also from Samuel Leffler, McCusick, yeah, Quarterman, and of course the recent version, this guy here. These books are really good. These things are really good. So let's. I completely lost track of what I was doing. Um, yeah, showing a little bit this CI/CD thing. Ah, yeah, okay. Another thing that this is doing is bash here. Actually, wine is not there. I also hopefully made wine work. Yeah, no problem, no problem. The Tannenbaum, I don't have the Tannenbaum. I wish I could have, but yeah. I wish I could have the Tannenbaum book, but I really don't have it. Okay, you're asking for it. I oops, where the heck is my image? Let's another thing I've been collecting a little bit are those nice guys here. Still to be open, the FreeBSD toolkit. This is year 2000. this guy here, full 4.4 BSD Lite. I might not open these things because you can download those stuff from archive.org. So why spoil these things? Except for the other box, I cannot find it anywhere. Okay, this is yeah, Plate Linux. My very first Linux operating system. There it is, Slackware. I still like Slackware way too much. You can see me 2 times. I can, right? Uh, mm, mm, ah, hmm, just go to work. Okay. Um, you can start seeing some SUSE Linux box there. Yeah, SUSE Linux also here. Some the light is, but this is what we're here for. The FreeBSD toolkit, TCLTK. Yeah, this guy here also really nice. This is really really cool. Also the DJ GPP. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a little bit, yeah, got a little bit battle tested. This guy. This is still in the reps. 6.03, still in the reps. What we have, this guy here, 5.1 DVD, still packed. 5.3, packed. 5 to 1. Now we're going back in time. 5.2, 5.0, 4.5, and again, I have 2 of these 4.5. I would really love to have the FreeBSD2 original. I have it from archive.org, but on eBay there's something, but I'm not paying $60 for that stuff. There is someone that would kill me, and that is my wife. And that she would. My neck is on the line. If I go and spend that, I already spent so much money for the computer and so on. Um, I would be killed on the spot. So, but I think, yeah, this is the earliest that I have is the 4.0 on these things here with the toolkit. I have to investigate what is inside inside those things. So many memories, yes. Yeah. All right. Now I think I'm ready to do something. As I said, I mean, again, a sidetrack a little bit. One of the reasons I started doing some streaming and started doing some videos is, and I need to be really thankful for that, is Robonagi. Robonagi has a really, really good channel. That Christopher, he's a machine. I don't know. He's an inspiration for me, and I didn't, yeah, didn't have the intention to do some streaming. I always do my own things. I'm an electrical engineer from. I work in cybersecurity, but I studied electrical engineering. That's why you see lots of books on this stuff and so on. And I've always done my projects like down in the basement in the cool dark the dark corners that no one sees me. And now in my late years in life, I'm sprouting out a little bit and coming out of the box. Yeah, and that's why you see a couple of projects and me doing this and that. And yeah, maybe some of them are boring, but apparently, if you like to see, well, then enjoy. Yeah, and sometimes maybe I'm just doing dumb things. I'm just, yeah, maybe I'm not doing the best possible, the best possible things. Um, and I wanted to say something, but I don't remember. Here, it's the interesting thing. So this is, what the heck is this stuff? Yeah, mailbox. Yeah, thanks a lot. Because I really, they used to quit X, you could do Control Alt Backspace back in the day. But this is an emulation and it's on macOS. There is no Control Alt Backspace. I don't know how to do it. Or let's try Control Alt Backspace. It doesn't work. I'm stuck here. Oh, Xterm. Ha. Okay, that's good. And now I do the Kill Bill, the the 5-step palm exploding hand technique. So let's do it. First step, for second step, and so on. Where is the X? It's probably 76. Bye bye. Bam. So shut down, power off. This doesn't have the dash p, this command. So what was I doing? I was trying to boot the darn thing and it's got stuck in the in that thing. So I asked, uh, yeah, and probably everything is AI generated, right? I mean, I am using AI, but I'm not doing any AI generation thing. Uh, it's okay, but AI is doing so many mistakes, and maybe someday they will have all to bend to our AI overlords. But for the time being, I think we're still safe. Let's see for how long. Oh, and let's uh, let's just do the thing. So I develop a small program here. When I release this repository, you have under the utilities, you have a couple of things. Uh, some of them is the install. I have my own installer, which is quite nice. Uh, of course, it needs to boot the BAM CD-ROM, but if you have a SCSI, this installer is awesome, really, really awesome. So, and if you use an 86 box thing, this installer is really cool, and it's currently working, no problem. Um, and I developed here the transfer program, and I developed the CMD run because this stuff doesn't know what SSH is. And the other problem is this stupid thing here. I'm making it run on a Slurp network. So I don't know. This computer belongs to the company, and uh, and they cap a lot the network connections, which I think is really good to separate things. And this means I get a Slurp connection here. And the Slurp connection means I can go to the outside, I cannot go to the inside. So I could try to run a telnet daemon here, but yeah, even telnet is not existing nowadays, or you need to recompile and whatever. Needless to say, I did my own CMD run, which is has a client and a server. So the server side runs as a Python script. You just run it local on the machine, and then here you start I can just show you. So you can just start the command there. So git 386 boot utilities cmd run on the server side, cmd run, if I can type on the server side. And UV, I think, run CMD. Yeah, and it's active on port 444, and you can netcat to this port here. And lo and behold, you go here to this machine and to the plans folder. Oh, I've been doing too much stuff. CMD run, and you say I want actually a dash V and 10022 on port 444, and it's connected. And now you forget about this window. Hi, nice that you're there. Netcat to localhost on port 5555, and yeah, I'm on 386 PST. I can SSH there. Uh, yes, the OSDev kit with wiki, I found it. I've been looking at some of the things there. Yes, I found it already. So mhm, for Lex Luthor, nice that you're there again. From last time that I was doing the stream, my dreams are being a little bit shattered. The computer refuses to. It has some random things still, and I have no idea. I'm being suspicious about the boot process. Um, but I'm also able to reproduce some things on 86 box. It might not be the ATAP, the IDE CD-ROM thing. It's I think there is a concurrency bug in the kernel. And maybe this concurrency bug is accentuated. It becomes worse when I run it with my own boot command. Um, I'm so I'm currently trying to do my own kernel, let's say. That's wrong. My own kernel, as a very stripped down version of the thing, which I call the test kernel. Um, and trying to debug why the heck this is getting random hiccups. But just for the fun of it, so if you have not seen that yet, let me ls slash. Okay. Okay. ls slash here. Let me just try and see. Sorry for that. Sorry, the changing of windows back and forth. So test the connectivity to the compiler machine. CMD run should be working. Just create file named hello some world in the root directory of the machine. Check. Let's see. And let's get the machine here. Okay, why is it going so slow? CMD run touch. What CMD run? Doesn't it know? What the heck? Uh, I need to start cursing on this LLM. Keep Yes, yes, they have lots of things to offer, and I really like to read those things. So I'm I'm a little bit happy that happy in one side and not so happy in another one, but happy in the sense that you can find really nice things at good prices nowadays. On the other side, it's kind of dated now, but again, on the other side is many of the things for FreeBSD that you learned 30 years ago. I don't know, more than that, they are still valid. And this is something that is pissing me off with Linux nowadays. Is stuff I learned, and this is the standard. I don't know, like if config, like why do we have an IP command? IP, yeah, I go IP when I go to the toilet. Yeah, I mean, if config is there, why don't change your running system? Um, Systemd, uh, I mean, the stuff is running. Why do you want to get systemd? Um, Wayland, I don't need to say anything more. Okay, connected successfully. File created. Oh, come on. ls slash hello awesome world. Yes. Um, and it's doing the stuff. uh, that is really nice. That is really nice with architecture books. Yeah. In case you don't know, I'm also one FreeBSD committer, so I manage some ports on FreeBSD, and because of all the playing that I'm doing here, I'm actually a little bit late in supporting some of the ports. I hope to have a look at those in soon. Okay, remove hello awesome world. Now, I think we don't need this machine for the time being, but let me continue trying because I have the test kernel. It's completed and built. Let me see if I can. So the test kernel is like FreeBSD kernel, but really dumbed down. And you're going to see that this uh, is kind of to try to detect where the heck does this thing choke. Chokes, 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 right? Where the heck does this stuff have problems? And for that, I'm going to power on this machine because this is my test machine. I mean, the names are not really that great. Maybe I can rename it here. Rename, resume, settings, open, settings, search, display. Okay, I have no idea how to rename a machine here. I'm too dumb for that. Clone, show config. It's probably in the configuration. Okay, doesn't matter. So let me pull this machine here and let me pull this machine down. And now let me start the test kernel. The test kernel, to do that, I need, oh, and I wanted to say in the vintage things, where is this? Some documents that I found about this thing here was this guy porting Unix to the thread practical approach. So this is also some article that they posted. Really cool things, yeah. This is interesting for the historical reason, but there is some interesting stuff. For example, memory segmentation and paging. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 4 GB segmentation. So there is really very interesting information that is here. Wow, Microsoft Windows device that starts you from finish. The last version of Windows I used was Windows 3.11 for work groups. That was the last. Oh, let me see what the heck is this. Okay, the PCB, the process control block. It's now system called stub. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Mhm. Okay, so this is a nice article. But there is more things revisiting. Okay, this is an article I just printed from the internet. April 22. How to get this thing running on VMware. I'm not doing that, but the information is interesting. And what is this? This is this book here. And there is also Dr. Dobbs. So there is also some patch kits, and I tried to have a look at those patch kits, and I never really was able to make this work. But you're absolutely right. Maybe I should look inside of these things to see if there is something that I could use. And there is a Dr. Dobbs thing. The Dr. Dobbs should include Dr. Dobbs journal. When was he publishing things? Was maybe in 94? Oh God. No, this is definitely not the what I wanted to get from here would be the article. So only oops. Cannot search here. Oh, there is the Jolit's. Yeah, polymorphic protocols. So there are some articles. Polymorphic network systems. When the heck did he publish the things? There was something here in the God. So this book came maybe in 92, maybe this was maybe 94 is a little bit too much. Or no, I don't know. 3. No, come on. Bruce Schneier. Oh, Bruce Schneier is there. Okay. Child porting. There we go. I hit one of them, one of the articles. And here it is. So those articles you find here where there is also some nice explanation. And all the articles are there. You can download this DVD from archive.org. And this is the Dr. Dobbs journal. So I call it Dr. Dobbs journal, DDJ DVD version 6. So you can download it from there if you are interested. Now, finally, let's start looking at the floppy thing. So we go for the T-kern floppy. And it should have opened. Oh, my voice is really bad. I don't need here, but I need. Okay, I don't need this thing here now. Yes, I need this guy. And sorry, there is the T-kern, there is version 5. Compiled already since quite some time, 222, yeah. 1 hour ago, I'm just talking too much. Does it? Tkern is there. Does it have a timestamp? This thing here? No timestamp. But I'm sure this is matching. Let's just try this guy here. Tkern in over. Yeah. So checked. And now here for the test kernel, I go back to the machine that's similar to mine. This would be, say, like here, 40 megahertz with 8. And a tapi, yeah. Okay, that looks fine. Not yet. So put tkern pin. There is no need to pass any flop or something because this guy should not be doing these things. So this is the new kernel loader using a different method, and we just saw, I mean, I shared the video for the real hardware, and you saw that it there are no children. This is 4 o'clock. That it ships its pens at after entering protected mode. So, and since this is the case, we might have another. I don't know. Is this a hardware issue? There is definitely something going on there, because I did already some very basic test kernels, and you have not seen. I've done this in the afternoon, but I can boot them if you want to see. Actually, I should have, yeah. Oh, now exactly. Now this is what I want to see, and this is running fine. Okay. So this is running fine, and so low core, I'm using the low core from a little bit adapted and so on, but it's, I mean, it's, as you can see, it's a neutered. This boot this boot thing is neutered. Now, if this is running here, I wonder if this is running in the real hardware. Because this is now using the low core, and it's using a couple of functions from low core. They are a little bit enhanced with some debugging information, but I think, yeah, the traps and something for the interrupt vectors are already there, and it's kind of working. So it's showing, it's moving, things are moving. So let's try to get the floppy, and let's try to get tkern to boot on the real hardware. And I'm trying to bring things up until I detect where the heck the bug is. Maybe I can get a GDB on the serial port. Maybe, I don't know, but it's really breaking very, very early in the boot process. It's like entering protected mode and just dying. How the heck do you debug that? If you know something, if you have some ideas, I mean, my idea is really start from the very beginning, very basics, and like try to build functionality, because the kind of random crashes that I'm observing. So if you saw my stream before, why the heck am I doing this? I think that the problem of the crashes, we were suspecting the ID cable, we were suspecting some implementation error, this or that. I don't think so, because the crashes are random, really random, sometimes very early in the boot process, where you have not even um, where you have not even detected the CD-ROM. So it's impossible that no code is running. It's switching to protected mode that is causing the issue. And this is why I'm doing this test. It's not ATAP driver that is causing the issue. So let's go here for the floppy. This floppy currently is this thing. I will remove the 386 PSD. I have the boot. I think, where is the boot here? I think this is this already the new boot? I will check if this is the new boot. Let's copy this guy inside tkern bin. This is really a very, very simple, very basic kernel. Very basic kernel. It's just counting numbers, as you can see. It's running an interrupt to count the programmable interrupt whatever timer with 100 hertz. That's what's in the 386 PSD. And this gives you the ticks. And there is a main routine that is just circling around in protected mode. This is in protected mode. So let's find out about the boot. Yeah, it's the latest one, the same date. So it should be fine. Just just for the fun of it, 0.5. Oh, my voice. Okay. No, this is the old one. This is the old one because it's missing 0.5 here. Or there is only this one. This is not the correct. This is not the correct bootloader. So this means I put the bootloader in the transfer diskette. Let's go for the transfer diskette. Yeah, it's a completely different timestamp. And there we go, 0.5. This is the correct one. Let's just put it back. You might have noticed already that I really like X3 Gold. That was the one I used to use back in the day. But yeah, it unfortunately died, X3 Gold. I saw a really nice original copy of X3 Gold being sold on eBay. Oh, I really like to have that one. I really like to get my hands on that one. Okay. Floppy in. Video capture. Oh, I'm cut. But with the magic of video editing, where is the... No! So this is cannot see that. No, where is my? And there we go. Why does it run in one and doesn't run in the other one? Sorry. It's the same low core and same thing. So um, it's exactly the same hardware configuration. Now I should be able to see the darn thing. Yeah. Booting. And uh, I'm just saying that this is random. This is the real hardware. Thank you. You should be booting like that. Another try. Let's try again. What would be going on here? Hmm. Hmm. So, mhm. um, hmm. And the reason probably you don't hear so much stuff in the stream is because this stuff filters a lot of noises in the feedback. Let me see if I take some of these filters out, probably you're going to see hear some lots of noises, right? Where the heck is the, okay, interesting. Hmm. And there we go. I like this. I really like this. That it doesn't, that it's not doing. Let's try it the third time. So it's now it's doing it. Let's do it again another time. Oh, my daughters were doing this stuff today. Where is this? While this is still booting. I was taking out Happy Easter and this really cool things. So I should go to bed tomorrow. I must work. I have to be awake at 8. Have some meetings at 8 already. But I know I cannot sleep well. These last days have been hard for me because my head is always pondering about these things. What the heck is the problem? And how can I find a way to debug this? Um, Third time? I mean, you saw it, right? It definitely was stuck at entering protected mode. I hate this intermittent things. This now you see it, now you don't. This is let's do it another time. If this is running, I mean, here in this is the emulated stuff. It's still running. You see there? No, because it's still, the numbers are still pulling through. Mm, it could be. I will do a fifth time. Sorry to if this is a little bit boring, but last time in this afternoon I did 10 times. 10 m effing times I did the boot, and I got 3 different outcomes. Now I have it's 4 times, and I have 2 outcomes. It could be a motherboard issue. Yes. Let's go. Boot. Um, turn in. Actually, I'm saying about this a little bit crazy. Let me wait for this person. In the meantime, yeah, Boop. Yeah, this is the pocket thing. Uh, I will probably be using this. This camera is not so good, but I have another thing there lying around. um, which I might want to do now. Maybe it's the last thing I do today. Maybe that's the last thing, because I definitely need to go to bed. It could be the following. This is not an Intel CPU. This is an AMD CPU. AMD 386. I remember back in the day, I used to own a CPU that was glitchy like this, like crazy. And for me, it became a brand I bought once and never again in my life. And you might know, have heard this name, Cyrix. It was a Cyrix or Cyrix or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. It's the devil in person. I remember spending so much money in that bloody CPU and having problems left and right. And by then, Intel, they didn't want to open the instruction set. They had a lot of fights with this. And some of the guys that opened this up, that were able to crack the code, so to say, or at least to do an independent implementation. I mean, the instruction set, you have it in the manuals, but getting a performance CPU on those instruction sets and getting the right behavior and so on, um, that that was a nasty thing. And AMD, this is an AMD CPU. It's not an Intel. Maybe that's the problem. And it has a Cyrix math coprocessor. I might rip that guy out just because I hate Cyrix or Cyrix with guts. Take that guy out. Um, maybe that's the reason why it's glitching. And yes, it's this was the Cyrix thing was nasty like hell. And as a poor student at that time, buying that stuff and getting stuck with such a worthless piece of, you know what? Okay, I'm booting you again one more time. But I mean, we all saw it, right? It crashed the first time. So, and this shows to me at least that the problems with the CD-ROM that I was having before might not be 100% related only with a poor implementation. It might not be a bad idea to actually use the Pocket 386 to do the development if this guy is behaving a little bit better. And for that, You might be wondering how the heck do you get the floppy there? Ah, and I have some solutions. All of them go in the direction that my wife will kill me. uh, she's Asian, and you know, in Asian, people are very fatalist. There you go. I really like red is the good color, but yeah. Okay, I will I will try another thing. Here, let me take this out. So this is the where is this camera? Come on, come here, come to Papa, come to Papa. Yes, this is the amazing thing. It's still in the box. The Pocket 386. Really nice laptop. If it doesn't die on you, I bought one of these things. I open it up. I did a video unboxing it because you know I have a channel and I like to do some movies. So I will show you a little bit the thing, and you might think, oh, that's pretty cool. Let me actually get this thing there. Oh, I was wearing this. It almost seems like I never changed clothes, right? I was wearing the same clothes. Um, let me see. Where is the probably this one here? Yeah, and this is the time I was doing the unboxing. So I got the stuff amazing from China and so on. First unboxing that I do in my channel. I have here. I explain everything and so on. Blah blah blah. I explain all the components. Yeah, this is running the stuff. Okay, I don't know why this is now stuck. Okay, yeah. You can see the things here, pretty nice. Of course, the goal to get this guy here is to run FreeBSD on it. And this is okay, this is exactly the point. I get this board here that you get the expansion there. You get this card I showed already. I think it was in the stream today, which is the network card, NE2000. And hopefully, come on. Yeah, this is the Pico Gas, which should emulate a CD-ROM. And I would need to see it's a Matsushita or Matashita or whatever. I don't think it's an IDE, but I think 86 box supports it. 86 box, 386 BSD. If not, FreeBSD I think supports it. I will try it out and see if I can use this guy. And yeah, this is the cable to do the things. This was a fiasco afterwards. Yeah, the cable and so on. Yeah. Okay. And then you see here, I stopped the stream. And what happened afterwards? Why I never released these things and why the recording stopped? Because you see this stuff here. You see this thing here. This was the first and the last time that this computer worked. After this, I power it down the computer, power it on. It was dead. I sent it back and I got another one. So I had spent already, so I got the money back and I got another one. And this one is not dying. And if you look at reviews on the internet, everyone says that these guys die like crazy. So don't get one of these. I don't know how long this is going to last, but until now, it's kind of not dying. The other thing is, uh, that uh, that this that this stuff here to get from the VGA stuff it um, if you try any card, let me see if I can focus a little bit more here. Hmm? Come on, why don't you? Uga, Uga, come here. Hello. Okay. Come, move. This guy's a little bit. No, don't go in yet. This is this. Uh, what the hell? No, this is not what I want. There is a. Uh, there is this stupid AI tracking. This is the unintelligency, artificial dumbness. Okay, what was I saying? And yeah, to get the video out here, you put a connector there, and I found out that the majority of the connectors that you buy, or at least that you not that you buy, that you get to convert from VGA to get into the computer, they don't work. You have been able to see this computer because I'm using the device, the proper device. And I was really lucky to buy one. You buy those things normally, it's like a good one costs about 200 euros, and I got one for only 40 euros. I'm a cheap bastard. And this is the reason why you can see that you can see these things here. And this is this device here that you can see the name. It's an RGB DVI. It has to do video transcoding thing. Okay. And this device is with that device, then I can capture the output of this one here. And not only that one, and that's the one I want to try now. No, I have to take out some things. Sorry. I'm in a really small space. Oh my God. Just, I'm an electrical engineer. Look at the goodness here. This is logical analyzers, some Xilinx things, EEPROM readers, writers, really awesome things. What the heck? What else? More here? Oh, so this is some stuff to try out at some point in time. This is RISC-V CPU. Okay, let me not get lost here. I already have too much stuff to do. Okay. This is the damn case for the. There we go. This is it's a Toshiba satellite. Oh, I need to show it in that direction. Toshiba satellite. And yeah, it should work also very good. And let me just go and be right there. Ah, good. And I have this device that I I patched this. This thing here is from a doorbell. Okay. And I got the drive here. I fixed the drive, basic. Uh, I fixed this drive. It's now working, and I put the right cable. This stupid cable, I cannot focus. This stupid cable it's hard to find. It's damn hard to find. So the drive, it came with this thing here. It died, and I tried to put the bell. If you look on the internet, there's some stuff that was going to tell you need to put some bell here inside. And oh, and yeah, I tried to do the things, and it didn't work. Anyways, this now is working, and I need just to get the cable. Oh my God. This is one of the reasons why I don't, when with the live streaming is a little bit difficult, because I need to search my cables and I will die with so many cables here. How the heck do I power on this computer? I mean, this. Uh, yes, I have way too much stuff inside here. All my life, I always had way too much stuff. I like to have stuff around me. So this is the cable that I need to connect here, because this guy has an integrated power supply. It has no external power supply. The power supply is integrated here. So if it smokes, boom, it's the whole computer that will smoke out. And I'm going to run the T-kern here. How about that? So for this, okay, okay, almost there. Yeah, let me take out the cable here. If you find, I'm not. I need to search the forum where the heck I put, because I actually did a blog post for this. Let me see if I think I have it in my phone, just for the fun of it. Let me see if I find it. Hmm. Let me just see very quickly if I can find this thing. Where the heck is this? Okay, this is here. If you want to read a little bit, hmm, yes, this is me, and this is the flop. Okay, this is the floppy drive that you can see here. Okay, this is the. I might want to post these things if you are interested to see it. So I'll just post this link there. So where's the, let's get this thing here. I need to do house cleaning again because my desk is starting to become crazy again. Let's connect the floppy drive. I need to take my glasses because I'm getting old. And let's see. Of course, that I think. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Press F1. It's even working. It's working. Okay. Now let's get the floppy. S and where the heck is the end? This has 32 megas of RAM, and I'm not changing that. And this is probably a Pentium. Good. Where is the delete? Yeah. It doesn't work. Control Alt Delete. What is the CPU here? Or maybe I got the 486. Yeah, real floppy business. Mute. Can we hear something? No. Why is this? I don't know. It's really filtering well the noise. And I don't know how to. Instagram, color cam, Instagram, OBS. Maybe, this, maybe now the noise you can hear. Let me just see. I'll just reboot it again to see if you can finally hear the noises. No, you cannot hear. There is something standard microphone standard. I don't know. There is some kind of voice isolation ongoing here. reboot the and I think um, all right. I started 3 times, and 3 times I didn't have any failure. I think I'll just do one last thing and then that's it for today. Uh, really, because it's almost 5. Um, I have the 3BSD kernel, and this guy has a DVD. Like, hello? So, there's the thing here. Oh, where's the DVD? There is the DVD. And I already salvaged the DVD because you see the color doesn't match. So I had to do some baking. Bam, 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 and it entered here. So it works. I'm happy. So let's put this here. So let me just show you with the cables. There is a slot here. This guy is a little bit naked. Also, the hard disk is flapping around in the breeze here. I need it's still a little bit open. So let's. It should get now. I don't know if this is an what kind of a disk is this? Yeah, it's ooh, it's blinking around. So yeah, where is this? Let me show you the monster. The monster. Ah, this is my manual full of good stuff on FreeBSD. I take all my notes here. Old style, old school, always taking notes about stuff. It's 3 books that are glued together already. So this guy is there. And there is the amazing thing. It's there. So let's do one thing. First, I will try to reboot this stuff. I just noticed that I'm floating around. Where is the should be there? So this guy I can power it down. Oh, I need to replace the battery. I have something here. Actually, let's see if this horrible thing boots. Um, let's put a floppy here. This is the USB floppy that I'm currently using. Yeah. And now you're going to see something horrible, horrible. No, you're not going to see because it doesn't like me. It's very good. The thing that should be appear. Oh no, sorry. Sis. Take that. Take that. Where is the? Go away. Go away. Ha! um, I just want to see if the DVD is working. You remember there was a time that the keyboards didn't have a Windows key. And what was the shortcut? You saw the popping up in the start menu. Control Escape. Eh? You remember that? Control Escape? That that does the thing also. Okay. And where is the why the heck do you hide it? Mode Spiele, Systemprogramme. Eh? Ah, there it is. And yes, there it is. FreeBSD. There it is. There it is. There was a setup. Let's just try to run this setup. Oh God, this I need to get an external mouse. This is the very first time I'm installing this. Let me reduce this. At least you can see my ugly face a little bit. Articles and whatnot. What the heck is? I think the stuff, the screen is cut a little bit, but I'm not going to touch because this is set up for the other thing there. Ooh. Hmm. I think it was like that. Mhm. I cannot do the. Oh yes, I can do the I can move the window. A tour. Ah, come on. Ugh, this mouse. This is the as the thing there or the as the mouse. What's on your CD? 3BSD from inside out. Wow. Theory of operating fundamentals. Okay. Reference notes. Let's go back. Access documentation from Windows. Select how to use a thorough. Okay, this basically is just an introduction to the CD. Leave me alone. Ugh. This stupid device here. Oh, project focus kernel source organization. What is this? Wow, introductions. I should I should read this. Building a kernel program, testing. But there's lots of documentation. Config. Mm, okay. Why am I not able to? I cannot really see what is in the window, so this is why it's a little bit difficult. Okay, Alt F4. I'm going to explore this at some other point in time. Again, I said I should go to sleep. I'm always doing the same thing. Introduction, assembly entry primitives. Wow. Low core development decisions. Well, there is really lots of stuff here. Okay. I don't know why it was developed for Windows, but it is what it is. I cannot change that. So quite a lot of interesting things. CD-ROM, and how the heck can I see where this CD-ROM is added? There was a device manager. It was in the configuration here, I think. Hardware, I guess. No, that's not the one. No, no, no. Suppression. It's in the system. Yes. So the guy that I bought this apparently had a crypto box. It's I didn't remove the drivers yet. I searched already here. There is no personal information, so system. It's not Typen anzeigen. I was wondering why this looks a little bit weird. CD-ROM tag. Hey, come on. It's an Eigenschaften. I think this is the thing, the loom. So this is a primary slave, I think. It's definitely an ID drive. It's definitely an ID drive. So we might get lucky, and for that, let me take out this thing here. So, and for that we try. I don't think that this kernel is good, but I might have had already a working kernel. That's the bad thing about this. Maybe now it's broken. So I put the floppy back. Cables, cables. Kabelsalat. Cable salad. So here we take this thing out, and now let me go to the kernel source here, staging. This is the latest one today in the afternoon. It's PST. I don't know, it will not fit because this guy's is a fat guy. No, it will not fit. Delete. Those floppies are small things. So all of these things together is already 1.3 megabytes. It's huge. Um, so my very first computer, because someone was here saying that, so uh, that I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce the name, but looking at floppies, that since you are 3 years old, my very first computer was a Zilog ZX81, and it had an amazing 1 kilobyte. ZX81. This was my first computer. Floppies, oh, floppies came much later. Yeah, this is the thing. 150, no, it's not worth 150. Yeah. 386. Now it should fit. So after that came Spectrum 48K. After that, Commodore C64. Then, and many people didn't want to have it, the Commodore 128, and then an 8086 with an amazing 20 megabyte hard drive. Whoa, that was big, big hard drive. And that belonged, of course, to my parents. The very first hard drive that I got, I inherited, so to say, when my father got a 100 megabyte hard drive, I could have as a primary slave. I inherited his drive that was full mine, 40 megabytes. That was an amazing thing. Well, those were the days. So let's try. So the kernel is there. I talk too much, as always. So we is this? No, that. So we get the floppy here, and we get the thing here. The nice thing about this computer is that it has already the split screen thing. So let me try to do that. We're currently seeing the things there. Let's see if I can. Oh, that's the wrong key. Now you don't see it. Now we both see it. Okay, and it's actually a little bit cut for you, but that should be fine. Good. So first, let me see. Because I can, instead of looking at the small screen, I can actually see it on the laptop. So boot 386 PSD. Edge. Let's see. This is the very first time I'm trying this in this laptop. And actually, I didn't end up by seeing what is this laptop. What kind of CPU does it have? Okay, it's a debugging kernel. WD1D not present. You see the green numbers there, they basically mean it's some debugging output. Yeah. But the good thing about this kernel is that at least it's honest. It's honest and it's saying that it doesn't have uh, the root file system, so it's panicking, cannot mount the root file system. That's okay. I can live with it. And that's it. I think for today that's it. It might be more interesting, might be an interesting thing that I try to debug the kernel, the things here. I need to see I need to see if the um, I need to see if the kernel is outputting anything in the serial port. Um, and in that case, maybe I can connect something to this computer here, to the serial port, and maybe I can catch something. Yeah, maybe it's good for debugging purposes. But for now, I mean, at least the least amount of times that I was trying here with this laptop, I mean, there were not too many, but until now, I didn't see a big issue. It might really be a hardware glitch on the other machine, which is not that nice. Let me, uh, let me just see what the heck of a CPU this is, and then we go. I think now you probably have nothing in the screen. Okay. And I think I need to press the delete key. No, Windows 95. I don't want any Windows 95. Maybe I didn't press the key in the right time. Okay. Does it show? No, it doesn't show me. I'm just going to boot one last time to Windows to try to see what is the CPU. Or maybe I have it still when I bought this. Let me see. Um, Pentium 120. Okay. Yeah, it's a Pentium. It's a Pentium, yes. Thanks. Thanks. Um, yeah, I see also here in this stuff. It's a Pentium 120. Yeah. It's a damn fast CPU for that time. Let's now be a little bit nice and power it off and then go to bed. I think there was some progress, maybe not in the direction I would like, but there was some progress. Let me take the CD-ROM out. Where the heck is the where is the okay? This CD-ROM just stays here. Let's connect Windows. This diskette stays here. Come on, power off. Need to replace the battery. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, that's off. Again, more stuff to put somewhere. God. So I might want to use this more for I might want to use this guy a little bit more for um, to investigate the problems with booting the system. Yeah. No, it's okay. Um, so there is also some place here for PCM CIA. PCM CIA, I think it's called like that. And I got also a card for this stuff here that should boot under FreeBSD. So we'll be trying to see that afterwards at some point in time. And this was for the docking station. Oh God, the guys that own the computer, they were smoking. Is I need to clean this stuff. This is horrible. Stinks like hell. Little stinker. Okay, taking this stuff. I know the hard disk is flapping around a little bit. That's okay. Brand new operations down. So let me. So thanks for being there, and yeah, apparently some more episodes to come. I'm not sure if I will be able to do this some more this week. I will be traveling to South America, and I'll be there like 1 week or one and a half week or something like this. Let's see. Currently, the international situation is not so good, but I hope everything goes fine. And obviously, I will not be able to continue this because I require the hardware. Maybe during my staying, maybe I can do some other stuff. Maybe I can do some FreeBSD porting at the end. Okay. Thanks for being there, and yeah, if you don't hear from me in the next days, you know already what's happening. It's busy at work. Take care and see you then. next time. Okay. Bye bye. Take care.